Hey, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you hopefully elect. And just through the Spirit, this is a lesson that I had on the back of my mind for quite some weeks, a few weeks. You know, and me and the brothers last night's fellowship, and the topic was brought up. So with that being said, just through the Spirit, well willing, I want to go ahead and speak on it while the Spirit is on me to do so. And as the title goes, pertaining to a city being overthrown because the judges fell. All right. Because going back to the ancient world, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get a quick one, just real quick, just to set the tune. In Second Chronicles, chapter 19 and verse 5, and he set judges in the land throughout all the fenced cities of Judah, cities by cities, and said to the judges, take heed what ye do, for ye judge not for man, but for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, who is with you in the judgment. You see, and again, going back to those judges and how they're important, the importance of their roles, because like I said in verse 6, and ye judges take heed. All right. Take heed, man. All right. Because as judges, basically them being the representation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And this is why, this topic was on my mind for a while, because, it's a heavy thing, First and foremost, Yahushai, all right, he understood, and we mentioned this on Saturday camp as well, going into how he understood why he was going through what he went through, all right. Not only was he bearing the sins, his own sins from his past lives, but likewise, this, he carried the weight of the nation of Israel. All right, the sin of the nation of Israel was on his shoulder as well. And it's heavy because again, it starts with Yahushai and those elect men. All right. Everything is riding on Yahushai and those elect men, and again, it's heavy because going back to the judges, like Yahushai had a heavy lot, he had a heavy lot, and likewise those men under him, all right, they have heavy lots as well, not as nearly as Yahushai, but those elect men, those elect brothers, man, they have a heavy lot as well, because this is something that I meditate on as well pretty often, as far as all Israel dealing with the curses from the elect, the remnant, and the 2/3. All right, every Israelite man, woman, and child has to deal with the curses, but the Heavenly Father, he puts a special type of hell, a special type of tribulation on his men. All right, like Yahushai, because hey, if we be of that number, and this is one of those things where it's just like understanding what we having an understanding that we have, all right, knowing what we know, the more we grow, the more or the less we complain, because you know, one of the things that we learn in this truth, man, as far as our walk in humility, all right, because for one, it should be worse, you know, and that's something that I always tell myself every day, whatever situation comes about, whatever the case may be, I always tell myself it could be worse. And not only could it be worse, it should be worse. Because you see, the Lord, he didn't put on us more, he didn't give us what we deserve. You know, we bitch, complain, or whatever the case may be, but the Lord didn't give us what we deserve. So with that being said, hey, it's a humbling walk, you know. It should humble you all the more. And going back to Yahushua, how you know, Yahushua, he understood his lot. Again, he understood his lot. All right. So when certain things came about him, when certain things happened to him, you know, he didn't act out of character or curse the Most High or anything, because he knew. And this is something that I tell myself every day. Like I said, when something happens, it's just like, I deserve this shit. You know, I deserve this shit. We deserve this shit, especially if we be those men. You see, because again, like I said in the beginning, as far as the whole nation, all right, hey, is riding on Yahushua and those men. So the fact that starting with Yahushua, the first and the last Adam, as the scriptures say, and those men, hey, this is why we're in the condition that we're in right now. All right, because when you go back to the ancient world, right? Hey, the judges of the city, like I just read in 2 Chronicles, right? You know, and this is eventually what happened. You know, the judge, you know, started taking bribes, and you know, because once you take once the judges of the city become corrupt, or they're taken out the way, whatever the case may be, then the whole city gets overrun. All right, that whole city becomes a spoil, it becomes a booty, you know. And then the scriptures say that. How's a city become a spoil? Roughly paraphrasing, talking about Jerusalem, Israel in general, wherever so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians are, you know, you are Jerusalem. Because it's not a particular place, but it's rather the people. All right. But nevertheless, again, we're in this situation right now. All right, because of, again, starting with the Yahushua and those men. All right, the leaders, the aristocrats. All right, the Alahayim, which one of the definitions, when you go to Alahayim, all right, one of the definitions is a judge. All right, that's one of the definitions. So because the judges became corrupt, all right, well, again, this is why we're in this condition right now, all right, in Babylon, through and through. You see? So with that being said, like I said, it just has me meditating, because it's like, damn, you know, again, if we're one of those men, hey, we deserve it. Hey, we deserve this shit, you know, because like I said, it's like, damn. Oftentimes it seems like it's not fair, which it's not supposed to be fair. That's another thing. It's not supposed to be fair. All right. It's not fair, and it's not supposed to be fair. Hell, look what Yahushua, what he had to go through, what he had to deal with. It's not supposed to be fair. You know, because again, if we are those men, you know, then it's like, damn, what did we do? We at the end of the day, man, just having this mindset, like, man, we really messed up, man. We really messed up. Everything is, like I said, if we be at that number, is riding on our shoulders. Start with Yahushua, you know, it's riding on our shoulders. Our shoulders. We are in this predicament. We're in this condition because of us. We messed up. So, like I said, with that being said, it's a humbling thing, you know. It's a humbling thing, right? Because I want to get another one. Because for me personally, you know, one of the many examples one of the top examples for me personally when it comes to just the spiritual things, you know, spiritual gems, as far as, you know, men, our forefathers that walked in integrity and humility. And, you know, one of my favorite examples outside of Yahushua is King David himself. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna get this real quick, because King David knew, all right, he wasn't tripping. He was, you know, after he committed adultery with Queen Bathsheba, you know, hey, it was told, everything was told to him what was going to happen to him. You see? So when it played out, hey, he wasn't tripping. He understood. You know, it was just, like I said, just having that mindset like, damn, you know, I deserve this. You know, I deserve this double fold, because again, being one of those aristocrats, one of those judges, one of those leaders, again, this is why we're all over here on the other side of the world wearing jeans, prophesying in sackcloth, man, through and through. It's because of us. You know, we if anything, we can't blame anyone but ourselves. You see? Because again, Lord willing, if we're at that number, because we went off being the judges, all right, because we went off, you see, this is why we're all over here jacked up through and through. So I'm gonna get this in 2 Samuel 16 and 5, starting at 5. And when King David came to Bahurim, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose name was Shimei, the son of Gera. He came forth and cursed still as he came. And he cast stones at David, and at all the servants of King David. And all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. And thus said Shimei, when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man. And thou man of Belial, the Lord hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned. And the Lord hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom thy son. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. And you see, that's another thing, all right? You know, because with King David, likewise all of us, all right, and we've been put to an open shame. You know, because a part of King David, a part of his, you know, his judgment, all right, you know, I mean, he had all type of, King David, he went through all type of, you know, in-house fighting, so to say. His son trying to come up against him. You know, it was just all, you know, all type of stuff, and that was in the public. You know, King David became a public shame, right? So this man is cursing King David. He's cursing him the hell out. You know, talking all kind of shit, right? But it says, then said Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over, I pray thee, and take off his head. And the king said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? So let him curse, because the Lord hath said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? And you see, because, again, that's the point. King David, he had the mindset, he understood, he knew, I deserve this, you know? And that's likewise, and I like to, again, in reference King David, because, hey, the house of David, all right, that's what this thing is. That's what this is about at the end of the day, all right. The house of David, all right, the elect, you know, because again, if we be of that number, this applies to us all, you know. You see, the Lord doesn't have these incidences in the scriptures just for us to read about and just, no, man, you know, we apply it to ourselves, especially if we call ourselves the hopeful elect, right? Well, again, this consists of the house of David. So that's why I like to use King David, many of these examples that he's been through, as well as Yahushua. All right, because again, it's like I said, all Israel deals with the curses, but the Lord puts a double fold type of hell. All right, you know, he puts his men, those judges, he puts them through a special type of hell, man. Because again, It's because of us. If we're of that number, we're here, even here. Because of us, because we fell, because we went off. All right, hey, the whole nation got taken and overrun, and that's the price to pay. Again, you know, if the judges of the city be overtaken, then hey, everyone's done. You know, the whole city's through, and that's what happened, quite frankly, in the grand scheme of things. You see, so like I said, it just knowing and understanding that. All right, knowing and understanding that, you know, we have this mindset like, man, you know, because you see your people might be mother, grandmother, whatever the case may be, you know, and through the spirit, again, if we're of that number, hey, these are our sons and daughters, man. It might be a hard, you know, it might go over, you know, a lot of people said that statement might go over a lot of people's heads, but in the spirit, hey, a lot of our aunties and them, parents, grandparents, whatever the case may be, a lot of these people, or all these people, if we're all the elect, they are our sons and daughters, man. You know, but nevertheless, hey, you see, you know, we see our people in a fucked up condition, and it's like, damn, you know, this is because of me. It's because of us. You know, this is like, damn, man, you know, we did this. So that's why, hey, you know, like the scriptures say, the judges are being restored as at the first. You know, the restoration of the nation of Israel, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai for that. You know, but you know, that's all I had. Hey, Lord willing, just a few words on my mind, something that I've been meditating on for a while. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. Lord willing, until the next one.